Hi friends, thank you for joining me today. My name is Veronica, and today we are going to be doing a practice to go with the flow. Over the past year, all around the world, many people have been experiencing a lot of change and transition in the way that we work, in the way that we communicate, in the way that we relate to one another, and in the way that we practice yoga. Maybe rather being in a studio, you're now at home practicing in your living room, just like me. And ultimately, these moments of change and transition can bring about resistance or tension or a lot of challenge. But it can also be an opportunity to explore new possibilities, ones that we may not have had the opportunity to explore before or challenged ourselves to explore before. And this can help us to grow and expand in ways that we didn't plan for ourselves. And so in today's practice, I invite you to go with the flow. I invite you to soften your edges and follow what feels good for you in the poses, rather than trying to emulate an image of what a posture is meant to look like in your mind, or following what I look like. Find what feels good for you. Find the pleasantness and the ease, and then breathe into the next transition and keep moving with your body and your breath. So when you're ready, I invite you to step onto your mat. And let's go with the flow. So coming to our mats in an easy seat, Sukhasana, just finding something comfortable. Maybe you ground down through your sits bones, cross your legs, place one foot under the opposite knee. Maybe you sit back on your heels or sit up on a pillow or a block. Just finding a way to ground down, drawing our tailbone down to the earth, lifting up along the spine and through the crown of the head. Let's drop our shoulders down and away from the ears, lifting our heart space, drawing the lower belly in so we can rise up. And let's begin to notice our breath. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Maybe you close your eyes or soften your gaze. Drawing inward to listen to the flow of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Feeling the breath travel all the way down to the belly. Feeling the rib cage expand on the inhale. Feeling the belly button descend on the exhale. Let's take one more inhale together. On the exhale, let's lower our chin toward our chest. And we're going to bring our right ear over our right shoulder. Just opening up along the left side of the neck. Taking your gaze out. You can play with your gaze here. Maybe you roll your chin back to center slightly. Maybe you take your gaze upwards. Just finding a little bit of flow. Opening up the side of the neck. All the way down the sides of the shoulders and the upper back. Just releasing that muscle fascia. If you find a place that feels good, just come to stillness for a breath. Exhale, bring the chin back down to the chest, and we're going to bring the left ear over the left shoulder. Again, maybe opening up your gaze towards the ceiling. Maybe drawing the chin down towards the chest, finding a bit of flow here. Keep grounding down through your sits bones. Awakening the right side of the neck. Finding a breath of stillness. Exhale the chin back down to the center of the chest. Lift the gaze. Beautiful. This time let's lift the arms on the inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Palms drawing together, and then let's face the palms downward as we exhale and lower the arms down by our sides. Allowing the breath to inflate the body, lifting the arms. Exhale and lower. Keep grounding down through those sits bones, relaxing the hips down to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. This time let's cactus the arms. So inhale the arms up high. On the exhale, bend the elbows back as if you're drawing them down towards your back butt pockets and opening up the chest. Good. Again, inhale. Arms reach high. Exhale, bend the elbows back. Lift the heart space. On the next inhale, maybe we take our gaze upwards towards the hands. Inhale. Exhale, draw the chin down towards the chest as you open up through the whole shoulder girdle. Inhale. Feeling the upper part of the spine awaken. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's take our right hand to our left knee. Take the left hand behind us, and we're just going to gently twist over to the left. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and twist from the base of your tailbone, just warming up the spine. No need to crank the neck. No need to force the twist. Grounding down through the sits bones. Let's inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Left hand comes to right knee. Right hand comes behind. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and twist. A gentle twist. Breathing into the side body. Imagining the breath traveling between the spaces of the rib cage. Let's inhale back to center. And once more, let's take it to the other side. Right hand comes to left knee. Left hand behind. Lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale and twist. Anchoring down in the sits bones. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Left hand, right knee. Right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Let's inhale back to center. Exhale, let's bring our hands to the front. Just unravel the legs, coming onto all fours. Meeting together in a tabletop position. Stacking our shoulders over our wrists, spreading the palms and the fingers nice and wide. We take our knees hip-width distance apart and bring the hips directly over the knees. Press down and press away from the earth as you lift the navel up to the spine and think one long line of energy from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Pressing the earth away. One more inhale. Exhale, let's lower the glutes down to the heels, coming into child's pose position, maybe taking the arms back, tops of the hands, draw down to the earth, chest, forehead draws down to the ground. On your next inhale, let's lift the torso, coming back into tabletop, lifting the shoulders over the wrists once again. We're going to add a little bit of flow. So you can keep the toes tucked here or keep the tops of the feet on the ground. Wherever you are, let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, draw the glutes down towards the heels, coming into an extended child's pose. Inhale, let's draw the back of the heart space up as we lift up back into tabletop. Exhale, bring the glutes down to the heels. Finding some gentle movement with the breath. Maybe on the next inhale, you lift the back of the heart space up, rounding the back. And on the exhale, maybe you lift the chin, lift the heart as you draw the glutes down towards the heels. Kind of like a cat-cow. So inhaling, rounding the spine as you come into tabletop. Exhaling, opening up the heart space, lifting the gaze and the tailbone as you lower the glutes back down to the heels. A few more rounds, just listening to your breath. Beautiful. Inhale and come back to tabletop. This time, let's tuck the toes. Let's press down through all 10 fingers and the finger pads. Grip down into the earth. And on an inhale, we're going to begin to lift the back of the hips up towards the sky, coming into our downward dog, lengthening the arms, lengthening the spine as we lower the heels towards the earth. We'll find a little bit of movement here, pressing the chest back towards the tops of the thighs, bending into each leg, walking our dog, really gripping down into the earth, pressing down into all four corners of those palms. Lengthening along the spine, maybe we take the hips out to the side. Just exploring what feels good here. Beautiful. On an inhale, let's lift the right leg high. And bend the knee, opening up the hips towards the right, stacking the hips. Again, just finding a little bit of buoyancy here. Finding what feels good for you. Maybe you rotate the ankle one way and then take it the other way. Inhale. Let's exhale and bend the knee, bringing the knee up towards the nose, stepping the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Allow the toes to spill off the side of the mat. The heel can stay on the mat. You can lower the back knee down if you'd like. Just coming into a lizard pose. So you can bring your hands down to the mat, just pressing down into the earth as you lift the chest and open up that heart space. Opening up the hips here, drawing the shoulders down from the ears. If you'd like, you can take the right hand to the inside of that right knee and add a gentle twist as you open the body over towards the right, maybe pressing into that right knee. Drawing the shoulder down from the ear, keeping broad across the collarbone. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, place the hands back down on the earth. Lift the back knee, and we're going to step back into downward dog. Good. This time, let's inhale the left leg high. Bend the knee and open up the hips, stacking the hips. Maybe you rotate the ankle one way and then the other way. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let's bend the knee and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, allowing the toes to spill off the mat. You can keep the back leg lifted or lower the back knee, taking the top of the foot down to the earth. Let's draw the heart forward as we lift the gaze, draw the shoulders down from the ears. Maybe you take your left hand to the inside of that left knee and press into it gently as you open the torso up towards the left. Drawing the bottom shoulder onto the back, staying broad across the collarbone. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step back into downward dog. Excellent. Everybody take a big inhale. Exhale, bend the knees generously and take baby steps up towards your hands. Coming into a rag doll, keeping the feet hip-width distance apart. Just allowing your body to relax and drape over your thighs. Allowing the head and the neck to release. Maybe you find a little sway, grabbing opposite elbows. Wakening up along the hamstrings, pressing down into the feet. Beautiful. Maybe you heel toe the feet together, big toes touch. Coming into our forward fold. On an inhale, let's lift the torso halfway, reaching through the crown of the head. Exhale and fold. Press down into the feet as we inhale and lift the torso all the way up, drawing the arms up overhead. Maybe the palms come together and down through heart center. Allow the arms to lengthen by the sides, drawing the shoulders down from the ears. We lift up through the heart space, pressing down through all four corners of those feet, keeping a gentle bend in those knees, drawing the lower belly up and in, and tucking the tailbone underneath us. Beautiful. Let's inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, draw a line through the center as we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and lower. Let's step back with the left foot. Lower the knee. Step back with the right. Coming into half plank. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists. We're going to draw the elbows in as we lower the front body down to the earth. Bringing the hands by the rib cage. We're going to press down into the pubic bone. Hug the elbows together across the back as we lift the heart. Inhaling into baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Let's tuck the toes. Firm up the legs. You can keep the knees on the ground or lift the kneecaps as we press into plank and press back down to downward facing dog. Heels draw down to the earth. Take a big breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bend the left knee as you step the foot between the hands, coming into our high lunge. So finding our footing here, make sure that forward knee is directly over the forward ankle. Lifting that back heel, pressing the back heel away from us, keeping the back leg nice and firm. On an inhale, let's lift the torso. You can bring your hands to your hips, drawing this left leg back into the hip socket. Front of the right hip draws forward. Maybe we inhale, reach the arms high. Drop the shoulders down from the ears. Make space between the palms. Drawing the lower belly in. Nice, strong crescent lunge here. Grounding down through that front foot. Following what feels good for you here. Listening to the sound of your breath. Beautiful. We're going to come into our warrior two. So on an inhale, let's lengthen up. Exhale, let's begin to lower the back heel, taking the toes out at about a 45-degree angle. Or maybe you take the back pinky toe edge of the foot parallel with the back of your mat. Again, just following what feels good for you in your body today. We're going to bring the arms to heart center, or if you'd like, you can take them out to opposite sides of the room, making sure that this knee is staying stacked directly over that ankle. Good. Let's inhale, drawing that left leg back into the hip socket, opening up that back hip by rotating that back thigh up and out. Okay, inhale, reach opposite sides of the room. Now imagine somebody's pulling back on your right fingertips so that you stack your rib cage directly over your hips. Drop the shoulders down from the ears. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Finding the ease. Inhale, exhale. Let's lower the hands back down to the earth, framing the front foot as you lift the back heel, stepping back into plank. From your knees or from your toes, let's hug the elbows towards the midline as we lower our front body, chaturanga. Bringing our hands to the outsides of the rib cage. Hug the elbows in an inhale into baby cobra. Exhale, release. From the legs, lift the kneecaps, pressing into plank and back into downward dog. Moving on to the other side, we're going to inhale the right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee and round the spine as you bring that knee and foot up between the hands. Coming into our crescent lunge on the right side. Stacking our front knee over the front ankle. Let's find our footing here as we press down through the big toe mound of the front foot. Press back with the back heel. On an inhale, let's lift the torso. Drawing that right hip back into the hip socket. Front of the left hip draws forward. Maybe we inhale and lift the arms high. Reaching through the fingertips. Drawing the shoulders down from the ears. If you find you're off balance, maybe you take the back foot and step it out a little bit wider, giving your hips adequate space to find what feels good. Drawing the lower belly in, inhale. Exhale, begin to lower the back heel, turning the toes out at about a 45-degree angle. Or maybe you take the pinky toe edge of the foot, parallel to the back of the mat. Coming into our warrior two, keeping this front knee stacked over the front ankle. We take our hands and reach out to opposite sides of the room. Good. Drawing our rib cage directly over our hips. Lowering our shoulders down from the ears. Imagine somebody's pulling back on those fingertips. We're drawing the upper arm bones into the shoulder sockets, keeping those arms nice and strong and active. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lowering the hands down to the earth. Go or flow. Let's step back into plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes, press into plank. Back into downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees and step, hop or skip up to your hands. Coming into a forward fold, releasing the crown of the head to the earth. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release. Press down into the feet as you inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Take a moment here to notice your breath. Lift that heart space. Round two. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stepping back into plank. Hugging the elbows in, lowering down, chaturanga. Lifting up into cobra, reach that heart space forward. Exhale, lower, firm up the legs, press into plank and down, back into downward dog. Good, inhale the left leg high. Exhale, round knee towards the nose, stepping through the hands, coming into our crescent lunge, stacking that knee over the ankle. Let's inhale, lift up high. Draw the lower belly in, draw this left leg into the hip socket, get that scissoring effect with your thighs. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, begin to lower the back heel, coming into our warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Toes turn out at a 45-degree angle, or taking the pinky toe edge parallel with the back of the mat. You want to press back down into that pinky toe edge of that foot, grounding down through that back heel. Let's lengthen the arms out, opposite sides of the room, keeping this knee stacked over that ankle. Stack the rib cage right over the hips. Inhale. Lower the shoulders from the ears. Exhale. We're going to find a little bit of flow here. So let's inhale, lift the palms up towards the sky. We're going to lengthen through the front leg as we reach the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, draw the palms down as we come back into our warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale. Welcome that breath into the body. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. A few more rounds following your breath here. Inhale. Pressing down to that pinky toe edge of that back foot, staying firm in the back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's inhale. Drop the back arm, lift the back heel, come back into our high lunge. Reach through the fingertips, draw the lower belly up and in. Exhale, lower the hands back down, go or flow, step back into plank, hug the elbows in, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, pressing into plank and back into downward dog. Beautiful work, guys. Other side. Inhale, the right leg high this time. Exhale, round the spine, knee towards the nose, stepping the foot between the hands. Coming into our high lunge. Knee stays over ankle. Lift the torso. Draw the lower belly in, lower the shoulders from the ears. Keep that back leg firm and press back through the back heel. Inhale. Exhale, begin to turn those back toes out. Lowering the back heel, stepping into our warrior two. Press down through the back pinky toe edge of that back foot. Press down through the heel. Stack the rib cage over the hips. Beautiful. Keep this front knee over the front ankle. Reach out with your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Let's find that flow. Let's flip the palms up towards the sky. Inhale. Lengthen through the front leg, exhale and lower. Inhale. Following what feels good for your body here, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Following your breath, taking a few rounds at your pace. Coming back to our warrior two, reaching out through the fingertips, stacking that rib cage over the hips. Beautiful work. Everybody inhale. Exhale, lower the back arm, lift the back heel. We're coming back into our crescent lunge. Reaching through the fingertips, big inhale. Exhale, lower the hands, step back into plank. Chaturanga. Hug the elbows in, cobra. Exhale, firm the back legs into plank. Push back into downward dog. Everybody, big inhale. Bend the knees and step towards your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down in the feet, root to rise all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Take a moment here to notice your breath. Notice where the energy has gone. Take notice of any thoughts that may have come up. And then take a breath and let it all go. Let's go with the flow. Inhale, lift the arms up high. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back into plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Press into the pubic bone. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Coming to the left side. Inhale, the left leg high. Exhale, knee towards the nose as you step the foot between the hands. Coming into our crescent lunge. Pressing back with the back heel. Drawing that left leg back into the hip socket. Reaching through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, begin to turn the back toes out, lowering the back heel, coming into our warrior two, reaching out through the fingertips. Press back into the back pinky toe edge of the back foot. Let's open up the palms to the sky. Let's inhale, lift. Lengthen the front leg and lower. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Following the flow of your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lower the back leg, lift the back heel, coming back into our crescent lunge. From here, we're going to come into our warrior three. So begin to shift the weight into the front foot. Maybe you take a back step in slightly. And when you're ready, lift the back heel. Maybe you take your fingertips out, up and overhead, reaching forward. Maybe you bring your hands to heart center. Maybe you take your arms out to airplane. Following what feels good for you here, finding our warrior three. Softening your edges. Accepting the challenge. Going with the flow. Lifting the back heel. Pressing down through that front foot. Keeping a gentle bend in that standing leg. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower the back foot. Coming back into our crescent. Reach through the fingertips. Exhale, lower the hands down to the earth. Step back into plank. Hug the elbows in. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Beautiful work. Other side, let's inhale the right leg high, pressing down through all four corners of those palms. Exhale, round the spine as you step the knee towards the nose. Step the foot between the hands. Keep the back heel lifted as you inhale into high crescent lunge. Drawing that right hip back into the hip socket, pressing back into the back heel. Inhale, reach to the fingertips. Exhale, begin to turn the back toes out as you lower the back heel. Reaching out towards opposite sides of the room. Turning your torso open towards the left. Coming into our warrior two. Front knee stays stacked over front ankle. Draw the rib cage right over the hips. Inhale. Exhale, release through the fingertips. Flip the palms up towards the sky. Let's inhale, lengthen through the front leg. Exhale and lower. Inhale. Exhale. Following your breath. Once more. Inhale, reach the fingertips. Exhale, lower the back arm, coming back into our crescent lunge, pressing back and away with the back heel. Reach through the fingertips, draw the lower belly in. We're coming into Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. If you'd like, begin to step the back foot in, shifting the weight onto the front leg, lifting the back heel, reaching through the fingertips, maybe opening up the arms up or taking the hands to your heart. Wherever you are, just breathe into the possibility. Surrender into the pose. Go with the flow of where your body takes you, where your breath takes you. One more inhale. Exhale, release the back foot, coming back into high lunge. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Step back into plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, pressing into plank and back to downward dog. Everybody take a big inhale. Bend the knees generously and step, hop, or skip your way up to your hands. Coming into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down into the feet, root to rise. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Taking a moment again to notice our breath. Taking a moment to root down into our feet. To connect with that stability in our core. Great work. Let's inhale the arms high. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach the crown of the head out towards new horizons. Exhale and fold. Let's step back with the left leg and lower the back knee. Coming into a low lunge. Keeping this knee over the front ankle. Keeping your fingertips on the ground. You can keep the back toes tucked or take the top of the back foot and lower it down to the earth. We're going to breathe in and reach through the crown of the head. Lengthening the spine, pressing down into that front foot. Beautiful. Let's find a little flow here. Let's inhale. Exhale. Let's begin to extend the front leg as we draw the toes back towards the shin, coming into half split Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, bending into the front leg, coming back into low lunge. Opening up that heart space, exhaling, flexing the toes back towards the shin, rolling onto the heel, drawing the right leg back into the hip socket. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Finding that flow in our hips, strengthening and releasing the hamstring. Once more, inhale. Reach the heart space forward. Exhale, draw the hips back. Good. Let's inhale. Tuck the back toes, lift the back leg, and step the back foot up to meet the front. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, step the right leg back. Lower the right knee. Bringing that front knee over the front ankle. Pressing down through the front foot, keeping the fingertips on the ground. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine, reaching through the crown of the head. Back toes can stay tucked or lower the top of the back foot down to the earth. Inhale. On the exhale, let's begin to shift the hips back as we lengthen through the front leg, drawing the toes up towards the shin. Ardha Hanumanasana. Moving back, bending the leg, opening up the heart space. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press back. Finding the flow and the fluidity and the movement. Softening your edges. Wherever you are, once more. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands down to the earth. We're going to step that knee back to meet the back knee, coming into an extended child's pose. Maybe you take the knees out as wide as the mat, big toes together in the back. Begin to walk the hands forward as you reach the fingertips out and lower the chest, the heart, the chin, the forehead down to the earth. Glutes travel back and down towards the heels. Finding your breath here, listening to the sound of your breath, following the flow of your breath. Let's inhale, lift the gaze, press into the palms and lift the torso. We're going to bring our left palm towards the center of the mat. Let's inhale, reach the right arm high. Exhale and thread the arm through and bring the back of our shoulder and the right side of our head down to the earth. Taking a nice stretch for our shoulder here. Maybe you take the left arm, you reach it up and overhead. Maybe you place it at the small of your back, or maybe you rest it on the earth by your face. Shifting the hips back if that feels nice for you. When you're ready, press down into your left palm, lifting the torso up, reaching the right arm high once more. Exhale and bring the right hand down to the earth, bringing it towards the center of your mat. We're going to inhale the left arm high, reaching through the fingertips, opening towards the left. Exhale, thread the arm through, bringing the back of the left shoulder, left ear down to the earth. Maybe taking that right arm overhead, reaching the fingertips forward. Maybe placing it at the small of your back, or just resting it by your face. Finding the flow of your breath here once more. Let's press down into that right hand as we inhale the left arm high, opening up once more. Exhale, let's bring the hand back down to the earth. Beautiful. Bringing the knees together, let's find a comfortable seating position once more. Maybe you sit back on your heels, sit up on a blanket or a block or a pillow. Maybe you come to Sukhasana, easy cross-legged seat. You can even stack the heels, one in front of the other. Following what feels good for you, just dropping into the flow of that pleasantness, of that ease. Let's ground down through the sits bones once more. Let's bring our hands to the front of our knees. And we're just going to do some gentle rolls. Just tipping the body towards over the right knee, drawing the chest forward as we bend the elbows back, and then rolling the body around, hollowing the front body as we bring it around, Coming back and forward, pressing the chest forward. Elbows are bending back. And then we lengthen the arms as we draw the back of the heart space towards the back of the room. Again, following the flow of your pace, finding what feels good for you here. It doesn't have to look like anything. When you feel like you've done enough on one side, come back to center and then move the opposite way, drawing your chest over the left leg, drawing the heart space forward. Then rounding the spine, drawing the heart space back as you hollow the front body. Inhale forward. Exhale and round. Wherever you are, following your breath. When you're ready, coming into stillness once more. Finding our easy seat. Grounding down through those sits bones, finding our anchor, that connection with the earth. Maintaining that connection as we lift up from the base of the spine out through the crown of the head. Allowing ourselves to stay lifted to all the possibilities. Draw the shoulders down from the ears. Soften the upper body as you soften and open towards the flow. Let's take a big breath in together. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And let's take a bow. Namaste. May you always follow the flow. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I feel truly blessed to share this moment with you and to share the natural flow of life with you. Namaste.